So I'm John O'Shea, I'm the Principal and Chief Executive of the College of Merthyr Tydfil. First Minister's put out a target, hasn't he, to have 1 million Welsh speakers by 2050. It's a very ambitious target, which here at the college we're very happy to support. However, if we carry on doing all that we've been doing at the moment and don't make any step changes, then I don't think we stand a chance of achieving that. So we need to do not only what we're doing, but we need to do something different and additional as well. Now, Colegau Cymraeg, I think, has had an impact in higher education, much less of an impact in further education. And even in higher education, you don't see a throughput of thousands of learners, students, studying through the Welsh medium. It's more like tens, perhaps 100 at most, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So again, it's the issue of scale. If we're going to get up to 1 million, we need to make a really big step change. As far as Colegau Cymraeg goes working in further education, I'm not sure that that alone would make the difference. So, looking at Merthyr Tydfil, it's an area of fairly low participation in Welsh language. There aren't many people who use Welsh day in, day out as you walk around the streets of Merthyr, nor is it a language that you need to gain employment in Merthyr. And Merthyr's not that unusual in the Hester Valleys region in that respect. On the other hand, the number of young people learning through the medium of Welsh in nursery schools and junior schools is increasing significantly, and secondary schools to some extent. But when we get to learners who are in their 16s, 17s, they're not so keen on using Welsh currently, and we need to do something to shake that up. Otherwise we won't get to 1 million. And most of our students who have a Welsh medium background come from Rhydywain. And Rhydywain, although we don't actually have a Welsh medium school in Merthyr, it's the Welsh medium school for Merthyr, so we share it with the Cymru Valley. Mm. So yeah, there's a significant number of students who go from Merthyr off to Rhydywain. Rhydywain is a successful academic school who offers a fairly limited portfolio of A-levels compared to what we offer here at this college. So here we've got 25 different A-levels we offer, together with just as many vocational awards. So, but everything that we do is through the medium of English, more or less. And so students here get a really good choice, and we stand a really good chance of getting them on the programme that works for their abilities and their aspirations, but it's through English. The students who stay in Rhydywain don't have that breadth of choice, and I feel that they are in some senses then being a second-class citizen compared to the English medium students. So if we're going to get back to this 1 million target by 2050, we need to find a way of making sure that students who are studying through the medium of Welsh have just as good opportunities as the ones who come here to the College of Merthyr Tydfil, or to similar colleges like the Blaenau Gwent Learning Zone or Colegau Cymraeg down in Nangarrow, all of whom more or less teach solely through the medium of English. And if there is any Welsh, it's very much a minority habit, and we need to change that. We need to find more people who are competent and confident to teach through the medium of Welsh. We need to have more people who are able to support, be learning coaches, support workers through the medium of Welsh as well. But the most important thing, I guess, is to make sure that students who want to study through the medium of Welsh, and as we said, there's a fair number of them already, feel that they have the same opportunities, the same breadth of study that they have in a successful college like this one. In the first instance, we're going to have to share, aren't we? We're going to have to work together and collaborate, because there's no way that you can afford to have that kind of pool of staff in every college, and at the moment there isn't a demand for it. So we need to stimulate demand, so students need to want to do it, and parents need their sons and daughters to want to do it. And we need then, because at the moment the pool of available staff is comparatively small, we need to pool that. So if you were looking for people to teach, say, carpentry or brickwork or hairdressing through the medium of Welsh in South East Wales, there's probably only 1 or 2 for each discipline. So it would therefore be essential we share to to start with. Now, as this works, and after perhaps 5 to 10 years, there'll be more demand. It is about investment. Running colleges, running schools, it's an expensive business, and taxpayers' money needs to be, husbanded very carefully, doesn't it? But we're not going to make a change unless we invest. So we do need to find ways of channeling funds in a way that's most effective.